lockdown is so boring. But I have one thing to do. Play games. Hey, dente so re. Little does she know that I'm making money out of this. What game? How? What? Money? How even? There are more than 70 apps in one application, that is Winzo. I'm sure that people of my generation have exquisite gaming skills. This application is exactly made for us. We can earn money through this application. And how do you get your money? Through Paytm, UPI, bank? It's just that simple. And what are these games like? It's just simple games. Rummy, poker, cricket, call break. So if you want to download this app, go hit the description in my link. Hit the link in my description. And if you download it from the link in my descriptions, you are immediately getting rupees 50. What could you do with rupees 50? Biscuits, rusk, coffees, teas, snacks, maybe lunch, mini lunch. So when you add your first money in the application, you get 100% cash back. So let's start playing Winzo and not get dentachora kind of words from our parents. Let's start making money. Who knows, I'd be your opponent in the next game. Let's see. Getting into our content, what is it that I'm going to talk about today? The difference between JPEG and RAW. Every beginner photographer has always been wondering, why should I even shoot in RAW? Isn't JPEG really enough for me? I was that person who was always wondering, why RAW when I have JPEG, and why JPEG when something called RAW exists. I did not understand what was the difference and why did I really have to shoot in RAW. Every time I shot in RAW, I saw the output was dull and flat and stuff, whereas JPEG was colorful and it looked good. But when you step into the depth of photography and you start processing your images, you really understand that RAW is very, very important. Let me put it in simple words and explain you the difference between JPEG and RAW with metaphorical examples. Imagine your favorite beach, your favorite ocean, Bay of Bengal, the Marina, or Goa, or whatever, okay? There is a difference between you standing on the seashore and watching the beach and you scuba diving into the ocean and, experiencing the beauty of the ocean. Here, the seashore view is JPEG and scuba diving is RAW. So talking about some technical terms, the difference between JPEG and RAW. Your camera has a sensor through which it captures images. So RAW is something where all the information of your camera sensor is stored. It captures all the information, whereas JPEG is a compressed version of all those information. RAW is going to come in handy under situations like, for example, you click a picture which is slightly over or underexposed. Imagine you click a picture which is kind of overexposed. Usually what do you do when you're editing an overexposed image? You try to decrease the highlights, the whites, or a little bit of exposure. This wouldn't be versatile or flexible in a JPEG image. When you try to decrease them after some extent, the pixels start to break or the information on the image is actually missing. There is nothing more you can do about it. But in RAW, you can really pull down the highlights, you can really pull down the whites because the information of that particular frame is stored in RAW and your image remain intact. It isn't damaged, the pixels aren't damaged. The next question is, why does JPEG exist when something like RAW exists? JPEG comes in handy in situations like where you really don't have to put in a lot of effort into post-processing, or maybe you really don't have to edit the image, you're just going to click and give it away for printing or give away the unedited file to your client or something. So in that case, JPEG is really useful, where you do not really have to post-process your image in detail. Either way, JPEG has its own perks, RAW has its own perks. I feel like JPEG's own perk is that it doesn't, capture more of storage from my memory card. I have a lot of storage to click pictures, but that's not going to be useful for my profession. I am a wedding photographer, so I click pictures of the bride and the groom, some candidates and couple shots, where JPEG is definitely not useful. We really need in the detail of the accessories, their costumes, their skin, their details, their makeup, everything we need in details. We really need to process it properly. We need to retouch the skin, if at all, if there are any flaws in the image. RAW really helps you to rectify them through your editing application. I think now you would have an idea why the RAW file is always larger in size. For example, if your JPEG image is of like 4 to 5 MB, the RAW is going to be somewhere around 15 MB. That is because it stores so much information into that single file. I think it's time to choose wise according to your situation, according to your requirement. You can switch if you want to choose JPEG or RAW. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you found this video useful. If you like this video, do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Wow! I did not stammer a little. I'm getting good at this. I'm getting professional at this. At least after 1 lakh subscribers. Bye. What more? Bye. That's all, folks.